AMD is about to report earnings, and investors should be excited about their MI300 AI accelerator revenue surpassing $1 billion last quarter. However, they also previously mentioning gaming revenue would decline by double digits. Speaking of games, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button to level up your investment knowledge. And check out the pinned comment for a special offer at fool.com/Jose and the coupon for my semiconductor earnings book. All jokes aside, let's analyze what's ahead for AMD's Q3 2024 earnings.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
First, a quick 101 business strategy. AMD is a leading semiconductor company that designs high-performance computing and graphics processors. Their business spans 4 key segments: data center, client, which is pretty much PC processors, gaming, and embedded solutions. Under CEO Dr. Lisa Su's leadership, AMD has transformed from an underdog to a formidable competitor in the AI and high-performance computing market. The company's strategy focuses on delivering high-performance computing solutions through combinations of CPUs, GPUs, adaptive computing platforms, and software solutions. Now that we understand AMD's foundation, let's dive into the key areas that will drive Q3 2024 performance. The key focus areas for Q3 of 2024 are the following. Number one is going to be the data center AI momentum. The biggest story for AMD is their data center segment, particularly the MI300 AI accelerator ramp, which last quarter, Lisa Su mentioned that the MI300 has become the fastest ramping product in their history and are on track to deliver more than $4.5 billion of data center GPU revenue in 2024. The data center segment's performance has been remarkable. Revenue grew 115% year over year to $2.8 billion in Q2. Operating income increased more than 5x to $743 million. Segment operating margins expanded to 26% from 11% a year ago, and data center now represents nearly 50% of total revenue. The questions on everyone's mind is pretty much, can AMD maintain this explosive growth rate in Q3, and what does the customer pipeline look like beyond current deployments? Will AMD increase its guidance again? I think so, and maybe closer to the $5 billion per annual revenue for the MI300. Lisa Su normally is very conservative when it comes to giving guidance, so we'll have to wait to the earnings call. Speaking of growth, AMD's AI roadmap is equally impressive. At a recent AI event, AMD showcased its AI product roadmap with its annual cadence similar to its competitor NVIDIA. The MI325X is expected to be released in late 2024. Now, in late 2025, we will also have the MI350, which is going to be based on a new type of architecture, the CDNA4, where they promise 35 times performance increase versus CDNA3. Very similar, it's going to be compatible with the MI300 infrastructure. Now, the one I'm personally most excited about is the MI400 series in late 2026, which is going to be CDNA next or most likely CDNA5, and it's currently in development. And this is targeting next generation AI workloads. I'm going to say this now, while I don't believe AMD is the next NVIDIA and will not see similar revenue growth in the long term, it can definitely benefit from the AI market, especially as their AMD updated its thoughts on the total addressable market to $500 billion by 2028, up from the previous $400 billion by 2027. While AI captures headlines, AMD's traditional markets are also evolving. The client segment, thanks to AI PC strategy, is seeing some impressive recovery. Revenue is up 49% year over year in the most recent quarter, up to $1.5 billion, and they are returned to operating profits of $89 million. With this previous slowdown, this was actually losing money. However, not all segments are showing the same momentum. Gaming and embedded segments are seeing pain. The gaming segment, for example, saw revenue decline 59% year over year to $648 million, and operating margins compressed to 12% from 14%. The main reason is the console cycle is entering the 5th year. So obviously, as it's been longer in production, you tend to see lower sales. Luckily, thanks to the AI market, graphics card sales are showing some improvements. Now, the embedded segment also saw a huge revenue decline of 41% year over year to 861 million. Signs of recovery are there, with it growing 2% sequentially, and we do believe the bottom is here. Now, let's translate these operational developments into some financial thoughts. More importantly, the guidance that the company gave for the upcoming quarter. So for the company, for the quarter that they're going to report tomorrow, guidance is expected to be 6.7 billion, plus or minus $300 million, which represents a 16% year-over-year growth and a 15% sequential growth, driven by the data center and client market, pretty much offset by the gaming decline and the embedded segment. Now, revenue expectations by analysts is around $6.7 billion, pretty much in line with what AMD gave us last quarter. So I believe AMD can definitely outperform this estimate by at least $200 million. Now, beyond the numbers, AMD has made some strategic moves that could reshape their future, especially with the recently announced CT System acquisitions for $4.9 billion. This is going to be their largest strategic acquisition to enhance AI infrastructure, and the transition structure is as follows: $4.9 billion total value, including a $400 million contingent payment, 75% will be cash, and 25% AMD stock. It is expected to close in the first half of 2025, adding roughly 1,000 system design engineers, and they expect the manufacturing business to be divested post-acquisition. The strategic benefits here is the CT System complements their silicon and software capabilities with critical system expertise needed to deliver full AI solutions from silicon to software to rack and cluster level solutions, something NVIDIA does very efficiently already. So that's what they want to do. They want to be able to move to the rack and cluster level solutions at rapid pace. Now, these strategic moves have reshaped AMD's competitive landscape, but I want to take a closer look at some challenges. The main one is supply chain constraint through 2025, especially on the AI accelerator space, which is going to limit the growth for AMD. The second limiter, and the most important, is NVIDIA's vast lead in the AI market. Not only that, custom AI chips in both CPUs and AI accelerators is coming from competitions from cloud providers as well, so AMD needs to be careful. Finally, the gaming market weakness and the embedded market flatness could halt some growth in the future, in the short-term future. Now, taking everything into account, here's my investment thoughts. Bottom line, I think earnings will be volatile and can swing in any direction. So the short term, I have no thoughts, as it's pretty much a coin toss. But long term, I believe AMD at the 150 and belows is nice for small to medium dollar cost averaging. That's why this is my number 2 position. As the investment thesis for AMD has strengthened considerably, I am still very much bullish. We see a clear path to over $4.5 billion in AI revenue for 2024. We see expanding margins and profitability. We have a strong product roadmap through 2026. We see multiple growth vectors beyond AI, which is crucial. This is not just an AI company. And finally, they are making strategic acquisitions, enhancing the full stack capabilities, following on NVIDIA's footsteps. Now that's it for today's video. Take care and see you for more semiconductor and AI news. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts on AMD and upcoming earnings. Peace out.